Hey guys, my name is Dion, and you might know me for my Pokemon videos, or this might be your first video. I just want to say hello, and today we're going to talk about some 3DS games that I currently have, and just give you a little backstory on them. Oh, also DS games as well, I forgot to mention that. So I'm going to just start off with some very normal ones, like Super Mario 3D Land. Now, I got this a couple years ago on a certain Christmas. I don't remember. All I remember is finding it on accident because I was looking for the remote and they left it somewhere obvious. And I was like, oop, I wonder who's getting this for Christmas. And like there was somebody else who also has a DS, so I thought he was gonna get it. And yeah, it turns out it was for me. I played it low-key. I didn't realize how bad I sucked at Mario. But yeah, dude, I freaking could not beat that final level with Bowser. Like, it took me a couple of tries. I needed like the little yellow thing for help. It was crazy. But yeah, this is like a game that I actually beat, but I was absolute trashing. Next is Super Smash Bros. Now this is actually an interesting story, and I'm actually gonna tell it with Mario Kart 7. So I got both of these right here. These are classics. Like if you had a DS, you had one of these, if not both of these. Now the funny thing is that when I first got my first DS ever, it was a 2DS. The game that came with it was Pokemon Y, but my brother already started it because I don't know, I guess he just wanted to try it out or whatnot. He put his name as his character, and I was trying to play through it, and then I realized I didn't like that his name was it when I was trying to play, because I was trying to put my name. So I told my brother, hey, can you like delete it or like you know, like restart the file or whatever, and he decided to delete the whole app. So this was way back then where like if you deleted an app you had to call Nintendo to put it back or something like that. I don't know, but anyways, yeah, it was like a whole long talk, and my brother was like, bruh. So yeah, so that happened, and then soon after he got me Mario Kart 7. I remember this game because it was a couple months later where I actually could play on my DS and not just mess with the little apps. So I finally got Mario Kart 7, and I was cracked out. I was like winning every race. I was doing really good. Soon after that, he got me Super Smash Bros. And I played this game a little less than Mario Kart because I enjoyed racing games more. But I was still pretty good, and I really liked the game, so I played that a lot. Now the thing is, so my sister had gotten married, and we actually went over there to visit. Well, my sister's husband has like a brother, and he was really into like DS games, so me and him got along really well, even though he was like 4 years older than me. No, in one particular event, he let me borrow like a game, or like let me have a game. I forgot what game it was. And I told him, hey, you can borrow these 2 games. So I only gave him like one of the cases and then one of the actual, just the cartridge inside. I remember the next time I saw him, because I told him, hey, you can borrow these. And he was like, okay. The next time I saw him, he didn't have these games anymore. He sold them. So I was like, bruh, I'm never again if I'm giving this man a game. Like, ever. I was brokenhearted. I was like, I can't believe this dude sold my games that I let him borrow. So that was actually insane. Now, me and him still get along very well. But I think the way that he made it up to me was by giving me 2 other games. And it was Pokemon Black. No, not Pokemon Black. It was Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. I guess that was like his return. Like, I never thought it that way. I just thought he gave me his game because he didn't want it anymore. But, you know, who knows? Maybe he gave me that because, you know, he felt bad. And then, you know, his parents probably told him off because they were there when they opened the door for me. So I got 2 other games in return, but I didn't have these 2 games for a long time until like a year or 2 later. So I hadn't played these games in like years. I'm talking years. Now you might be wondering, well, how did I get these back? Well, for the longest time, I just had the case for this. And I never wanted to tell my siblings because I'm pretty sure most of them didn't know. I think most of them never knew. But I know my brother that I hang out with a lot definitely knew, and he was like, that's crazy. You know, we were kids, so like, it's not much what we could do, really. I was at my second job. This was like 2022, I think. And now that I have money, I wanted to go ahead and buy some games because you know, I still like the DS, 3DS, and I still love playing the games, and I want to buy the games that I never could as a kid. So one of the games that I got back was Mario Kart 7 and oh, I picked the wrong one. Mario Kart 7 and Smash Bros. So I actually got Smash Bros for like less than 10 bucks. Since there's like so many copies and people like turn them in, they like really lost their value. So like you can find these. I will say I got really lucky to get the case as well. Most of the times when you get a game, it never has the case. Luckily, the person had the case. Now I actually got this one for cheaper. This one was like 8 bucks. Like, I don't think there was a particular sale going on. I think it was just like these were that cheap. So yeah, I got this again, and I'm pretty sure it was just the cartridge. Like, it came in like a yellow envelope type thing, but I think I like threw it away or something because I honestly don't know where it's at. But since I kept my original Mario Kart case on it, I was able to, you know, put the game inside, and now I have the full thing. So I just thought that was very funny and how it came full circle, and I really didn't have to pay much for it. So I just thought that that was pretty nice. I don't feel like sad that it happened. I mean, it just happened. Okay, like I wasn't like too crazy about it, but at least I was able to get it back for cheap. So yeah, so that's how I got these two games. Next is like, it's kind of sad to look like because I did get it at GameStop, and it just like, you see how like plain it looks? Like it just doesn't look that good. Pretty much this is New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS, and I got it for 22 bucks. So I'd say I got it for cheap, I guess, you know. I don't think it could focus that well. All right, you know what? Maybe I'll just like pop up a picture here or something, but in a different town that I just happen to be at, we go to Costco, but it's not in our town. We have to go to a different town. And while we're there, like right next to it, well, at least not next to it, but like, you know, in the same area within like 5 minutes, was a GameStop. And yeah, I picked it up and I was like, wow, you know what? I don't have this game. Why not grab it? So yeah, there isn't really a story to it, just that I just never had it, and I was like, you know, why not? I still haven't played through it, so I honestly couldn't give you my opinion on it. I got the game, so I think that's still pretty cool. Now, probably one of my underrated games that I got and was actually pretty good was Yo-Kai Watch. Now, a lot of people give this hate. It's like an off-brand, like Pokemon. I think this has its own identity where it's actually like really good. So, never beat it. It's like freaking huge, like the map. I swear I'd be getting lost. But I think it's just cool that I was able to get the case with it as well. And this thing was probably less than $10. I swear I spent less than $10 buying this game. So that was pretty cool. Eventually, I do plan on getting the other Yo-Kai Watch if they happen to be there. Now this next one that I'm about to say is actually super funny because they gave it to me as a Christmas present, but they really just wanted to play it for themselves. Because me personally, I'm not as much as a fan as they are when it comes to this game, and the game I'm talking about is Star Fox 64 3D. So this is just a remake of the Nintendo 64. Wait, is that what it's called? Oh no, that sounds wrong. Oh, okay, so it was just called Nintendo 64. I was like, I could not remember for the life of me. But yeah, anyways, they're really a big fan of this game. So like, I remember when they gave it to me, like I didn't really play it, but I know they wanted to play it, and I was like, here, you know, take my DS, you know, play it. One of my brothers knocked it out like within the day or within like the week. It was crazy. And then my other brother played it. I don't think he beat it, but he did play it for a bit. So I guess overall my brother was a fan of the game and really liked it. Me personally, it's okay. You know, I like when I play Smash Bros. You know, Fox is pretty cool, but you know, that's about it. Now the next game, one of the more recent games that I actually got. So I think it was last year for Christmas, we were giving everybody a present, and like the thing is, like, I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of people in our families, and I made it my mission to get everybody at least a gift. So I think I ended up giving everybody at least 2 gifts. You know, I try to get them the things that they want. We wrote a list, like on like a piece of paper of like all the things we want or whatever, and just slap it on the table. And if somebody wanted to get a certain game, you know, they'll look at it and, you know, buy the game, right? and then they will talk amongst each other to make sure that they don't get the same gift. So that's what we did, and I had a couple 3DS, DS games that I wanted to get that were there, but by the time they looked at my list and stuff, like all that stuff was gone. But somehow, some way, my brother actually got this game sealed. It was insane. When I saw it, I was like, holy cow, how did you find this? To this day, I still don't know how much he paid for it or how he ended up finding it. But it's Kirby Triple Deluxe. It was sealed. It's not sealed anymore because I played it, but it was still insane. I'm like, holy cow. I did not know you could find this game, like any game, sealed these days. So I just thought that was super cool. And I just want to say that I really appreciate this game. And I really don't show my brothers my videos and stuff. Like, they don't really know like what the account is called and stuff. But I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I won't ever tell them that though. So those are all the games that that I have that are like variety, I guess you could say. The next I'm gonna get to is more like Pokemon related, because I am a big Pokemon guy, as you see if you click on my channel. Now that we got that away, I'm gonna go ahead and take out my next section, so give me a second. Alright, so my next section is games that I actually don't have a case for, and that's just how I got them. So, like I said earlier in one of the games that I was talking about, Smash Bros and Mario Kart, that dude gave me Pokemon Moon. Now, at the time, this game was very, like, pretty new. Yeah, this game was, like, pretty new. And, you know, once he beat it and got what he wanted, he gave it to me, and he didn't have a case for it, so he just kind of gave it to me like this. And yeah, that's about it. I will say, when I got this game, I didn't play it for like 8 months. Like, I started playing it, I hated it, and then I came back 8 to maybe like 2-3 years later, like no joke. Couple years later, I finally played it and I beat it. But yeah, I just want to say that it took me a while to actually play this because I just did not like this game. I just thought it sucked. I didn't like the Pokemon. I didn't like anything. I mean, the starters were cool, but that's about it. And yeah, I just didn't like it. Now, somebody might, you know, absolutely destroy me in the comments saying this is why, you know, I'll never be big or whatever. But I don't care. I'll stand by it. Pokemon Sun and Moon sucks. It just sucks. To me, it just sucks. I did beat it though. This is when it like started to become popular. So a long time ago, Jaden Animations did a video on speedrunning Cooking Mama. After that, like, I swear this game got super popular. And I remember seeing like a Nintendo Switch version. Like, I don't know if they were still making these games. Like, I don't know if it was there before she made this pop off or not. But she definitely made an impact on this game. And yeah, I was able to find it at my local GameStop for super cheap. And yeah, I got Cooking Mama in this yellow thing. And yeah, that's what it looks like. That's about it. I played like one round and I kept messing up. So I never got back to it, but it was definitely a fun game actually. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. All right, so the last is probably the game. So this game that I'm about to show is very, very special to my heart, but at the same time, like, I don't even like it. So I think this is when I was at my second job and I was making decent money. The job was actually really great. Like, I had some money to spend. So, you know, I went to my GameStop, and usually when I go to a GameStop, I walk up to the register and I tell the dude, you know, hey, how are you doing? Can I get a list of your DS and 3DS games? And they're like, yeah, sure, you know, whatever. And they gave me a list, and while I was looking through this list, you know, finding games that I don't have, I came across this game and I was like, I gotta buy it. This game is so rare. Like, I would go to GameStops like every weekend, and I would go to like 3 or 4 locations, and I swear these games were never here. Never. So when it was here, I was like, I gotta buy it. And that game was Pokemon Diamond in all of its glory. Look at that. Look at that. Interesting enough, it's like stained. So Like, obviously, it's like, you know, somebody spilled something on it, but it's definitely a game that I enjoyed. Okay, I'm lying to you. I didn't enjoy this game. I got this game for like 80 bucks. Now, you might be wondering, I could have got it cheaper on like eBay or something, but I don't really trust eBay and stuff like that, so I was like, you know what? This is the only chance I'm ever gonna buy it. So, just like that, I got Pokemon Diamond, and when I got the game, I played it for like maybe an hour, and I hated how slow it was. It was so slow. Unbelievably slow. You know, I was only finding like the 5 same Pokemon in each route. It was getting annoying. So I actually stopped playing it, but I knew I had to get this game because I knew it wasn't going to come around, and I'm a big Pokemon guy. So I was like, I got to get this game. It wasn't until this year, a couple months ago, where I'd go walking, and I would play this as I walk, because at the park there's like no service, so like you could only listen to music. But I just thought that was too boring, so I decided to you know, bring my DS, and while I walked I would play Pokemon Diamond. So yeah, so I actually beat this game, and I'm currently just getting all the Pokemon from this region. And yeah, that's about it. The most expensive game I've ever bought. Don't regret it, but not my favorite game. All right, so now that I got all the ones that don't have a case, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to all my other games where it's mostly just Pokemon. One of the first like 3DS like Pokemon games that I bought myself was Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Now it is pre-owned, and you know, it does look like this, which is super ugly, but you know, what can I do about it? I got it for 50 bucks, and all I gotta say is I think you can get it on Amazon for cheaper. You'll have like the full-on cool case on it and stuff, so you know, don't get it at GameStop. I'll fully say get that game on Amazon. But yeah, so yeah, I think this was probably one of the best like remakes, hands down. I mean, I know they got rid of the battle tower, and you know, a lot of people were mad about that, but me personally, I never did that, so you know, it never really bothered me, but I'm sure people were livid. But yeah, so I actually beat this game. I just finished doing the alpha episode where like you could get Rayquaza and like Deoxys and stuff like that. So yeah, so like I pretty much almost completed this Pokédex. I'm like 90 hours in. So I'd say that this was probably one of the best things I spent my money on, and like did a good amount of stuff on it. So yeah, I say this is probably one of the best purchases I made. All right, so the next game is actually super interesting. Now it's not crazy interesting, but it is. So you know, it was like Sunday, and I went on my usual GameStop runs, where I ran into a game called Pokemon X. Now earlier I told you I had Pokemon Y, but that's a digital game, and I'm only talking about physical games today. So I was like, yo, I got Pokemon Y, but I never had Pokemon X. So I was like, I gotta get it. So you know, I went to GameStop and I got it. I don't remember what the price was for this, but I definitely do remember getting this at some point this or last year. When I opened up the game on my DS, no joke, it was hacked. It was hacked, and you know, it's still in here to this day. It has like every single Pokemon in existence up until this point, I guess. So Pokemon X and like down, it has all the freaking Pokemon, all the like legendary Pokemons that you can't get anymore are in this thing. They're not legit. I have like 100+ Master Balls, excuse me. I'm probably just gonna take the Pokemon you can't get anymore and throw everything else out, because I'm actually completing it on my own. So you know, why would I need Pokemon that I could get myself? Oh, so this is the Mario Kart case. I just flipped it over because I actually had a case for Mario Kart. So in this game right here, hold on, I actually got to open it up. Oh, okay. So the game that I have in here is Pokemon White. I got this game as a kid when I think it was like a year or two later after I had my DS, and yeah, my brother just came home and you know, gave me Pokemon White, and honestly, I hated the game at first. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like the game. I thought the game sucked. Training absolutely sucked. It was just a hard Pokemon game, and that I just didn't like. And like for a long time, I just hated it, and I was like, I'm never playing this game. It's the worst game ever. And you know, the anime, you know, sucked as well. Well, that changed, I tell you that. It changed for sure. So I actually have a concern where I can't find it, actually. Where is it? Huh, that's concerning. Hold on, I'll be back. I have Pokemon Black and White, and I don't know where one of them went. I gotta go find that. But it wasn't until like a couple years later, my sister started watching Pokemon Black and White religiously. She was very young, so she would like watch it all the time. And you know, I grew to like it, and then I was like, you know what? I have the game, why not play it? So I played it. I freaking loved it. This was years later. I loved it. I thought it was great. I was like, yeah, this game absolutely rules. So I actually played this game religiously for months. I'm talking like 6 to 8 months religiously. And I'm talking like I didn't complete the Pokédex or nothing. I would straight up beat the game, restart the game, and play with a different team, and I would do that over and over again. And then at one point I would start Nuzlocking it, but then I kept Nuzlocking again and again, and I kept losing, so I just kept restarting all the time. And yeah, I'd say it's probably one of my favorite Pokemon games, but I haven't played it in a very long time. Next is Pokemon Sun. I haven't really played it, but I do have it, and yeah, that's about it. It's just a game to have. So that's all the games that I have physically, besides Pokemon Black, and I don't really know where that one is. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit subscribe. You know, like the video, share the video. I would really appreciate it. Look out for more Pokemon content. Okay. So that's it. That's all the games that I have physically. And if you like what you saw, consider subscribing and liking the video. You know, comment down below, you know, what's your favorite DS game, and if you know any good places that sells them for cheap. With that, thank you again for watching. My name has been Dion. I hope you have a wonderful day, and check out my channel if you haven't already. All right, see ya.